From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams.
Let's go. Do it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Mike 56. Mike, 4 down.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 54. Mike's hey.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stay with your man.
Elliott running right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Tempo.
To throw is Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
3.5 to go, first quarter. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The give to Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, They want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there and knocking it away and preventing that first touchdown.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third and 8. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Taylor able to power through. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fields. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9.
You better be afraid of me. 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now it's Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, one set. One set. 54. Mike, 54.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Devin Bush picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's more on the return. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Taylor. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down. It's Taylor, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Looking deep for game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Taylor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Fields. He's going to look deep for more. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They run with Taylor. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on third down, Fields. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. 56 and Hayward. 56 is mine. I'm going back.
Wilson to throw again. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On third down, Fields. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
2nd and 5. on the Seahawks 47.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All day, every day, any day.
Friday.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Good guys, 4 down.
Mike, 56, Mike, 56. Let's go.
Throwing is Wilson. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his part.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They go to Elliott again. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Returning it is Moore. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know he felt that one.
The Seahawks on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Tight end's right. 4 down. Check.
From the gun, Fields. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A gain of 19 yards. And our Rams.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, switch gears. Mike's 50.
Touch 50.
54. Watch the screen.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Taylor, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 21-yard line.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have